This was recorded in Pennsylvania a couple days ago. This woman hears 3 knocks on her door. She goes outside and sees all these birds in a very weird formation. It looks like they're writing something, forming some kind of letters. They don't even look like they're flapping their wings. They just look like they're gliding or hovering back and forth, going between each other. As somebody born and raised in New Jersey for over 20 years, even been in Pennsylvania, never seen anything like this before, especially during the winter months. But moving on to something more disturbing, it would seem like the digital ID is coming to Alaska, and this all ties into their My Alaska app, which basically, as of right now, does a broad range of government services, anywhere from applying for Alaska permanent fund dividends to accessing DMV records and retirement benefits. But this new proposal will dramatically expand that functionality. This great video comes from NDT Plus. He breaks down what is essentially coming.
A digital ID system for Americans is now being rolled out, and Alaska is becoming the first testing ground. This ties in with changes being made to the state's My Alaska digital identity system, which is now being interwoven with artificial intelligence and payment functions. Now, according to a document from Alaska's Department of Administration's Office of Information Technology, as obtained by Reclaim the Net, it says, the state is considering implementing agentic artificial intelligence models within My Alaska application to enhance service delivery to users of the application. So what does that actually entail? Well, one part would be to allow AI to complete applications, do eligibility checks, and complete, quote, multi-step government service transactions on behalf of users. But the plan actually goes further than this. They're looking to integrate biometric authentication, think facial recognition, fingerprinting, and also have smart wallet integration in the app as well. Now look, this has some benefits, it really does, mainly when it comes to efficiency, ease of use, especially security. It can do a lot of good to get rid of theft and fraud, for example. But this also represents a problem of just overall consolidation. All of your info, your biometrics, your financial information, potentially even like your internet activity, your digital footprint, all collected in a single place and then monitored with an all-seeing artificial intelligence system working for the government that's going to look for anything and everything that's off. But this plan in Alaska, it's also raising concerns over potential abuses that have been seen in countries that actually already have similar systems. We can look, for example, at the Chinese Communist Party's social credit system, one of the worst case examples we see in the current state of the world. In China, under the communist regime, the system gives every single person a good citizen rating or a bad citizen rating. Get too low, and you even lose your ability to make payments in the digital currency. And because of that, you get to be homeless because you can't rent a home, you can't buy food, businesses won't hire you. The new gulag is being pushed out of the system itself. That is what it looks like. And hopefully that's not where this is leading to, but they are currently rolling out digital ID systems tied in with financial systems right here in the United States.
And the thing is, it's not just going to be Alaska, but it's going to be every state in the country. Because if you notice, all these states have a My application very, very similar to Alaska. And they're all going to say the exact same thing. They're doing it for convenience and security. But it's all about control and compliance. If you don't comply, they will shut your app off. You will not have access to certain things in the future, basically kicking you out of society until you comply. What we basically see right now happening in China. But talking about China, here's something very interesting that has come out, a interesting quote-unquote coincidence. On December 25th, Chinese cargo ship packed full of modular missile launchers emerges. China has packed a deck of a medium-sized cargo ship with 60 containerized vertical launch cells, radar, and close-in weapons, essentially turning a cargo ship into a combatant. This article continues to say that this cargo ship, which is a weapon in disguise, was revealed out of China this Christmas for the first time ever. Or was it? Because I remember something very similar being revealed on the very pathetic 2026 Economist magazine cover. Yeah, let's go back to that. We can see a cargo ship with launchers firing a missile at the United States 250th anniversary birthday cake. Yeah, these covers never fail, and right above the birthday cake we can see a raised fist with a handcuff around it, And in my own opinion, I take that to mean after this attack, we're going to go ahead and see a loss of freedom, which might mean the digital ID in its full form. But moving on to some bizarre